What BS are you dealing with at work right now? Lately, whenever the mother of one of my students pisses off the father, they divorced. 4 months ago, he will send all 3 of their kids in mismatched clothes with shirts that have some variation of "I love my dad" or "Daddy's kid." I have not seen the same shirt twice and believe mom throws the shirts out and dad just keeps buying more. I'm sorry, but that's hilariously petty. I do feel sad for the kids though. It must be disheartening to be used that way between parents. My 16 years old daughter found out her mother cheated on me and harbors some resentment towards her for breaking up our family. My daughter, on her own, bought an "I Heart My Dad" t-shirt just to piss her mom off. Edit to say, I did not tell her, and have not spoken about any of our marital issues to either of our children. As to how she found out, it was kind of obvious when my ex moved out of our house and straight into his apartment. Their history unfolded from there. Edit 2. Just wanted to drop this in here. There are several people near me who know my divorce situation. Several have cautioned me against telling my daughter that her mother was cheating on me, as if it was not obvious. They are all women. I know it's sometimes difficult to leave bad relationships. It's difficult for men as well. But if you see someone else you want, unless you have an open relationship, just leave. If you don't want anyone, particularly your children, to know about your infidelity, find a way to leave. If you can find a way to carry on a months-long illicit relationship behind your spouse's back, you can separate from that person. Now this is acceptable. Everything is done in an improvised fashion even when it's identical to something we've done 100 times before. They refuse to create any kind of system or structure for doing anything and it drives me up the wall. Every single time, every question, every form, every action, everything needs to be run through 100 different people and approached as if it's a brand new thing. Even if it's routine paperwork we do multiple times a week. It's the most incredible waste of time. Let's say I traveled from Phoenix to Tucson and I need to be reimbursed for gas. I'll go pull out the exact same piece of paperwork I used last time. I'll fill in the extremely basic blanks that I did last time. Name, travel date and time, mileage, gas receipt, sign and date. Submit the form. A day later, I get an email. Oh hey, here you put Tucson but you need to put Tucson, Pima County, AZ. Make the change. Ask if there are any other changes. Nope. Looks good. Resubmit. A day later, I get a phone call. Oh hey, here you put JJ Jameson but you need to put J Jonah Jameson. Make the change. Ask if there are any other changes. Nope. Looks good. Resubmit. A day later, someone pops in my office. Oh hey, here you put Pima County, AZ and J Jonah but it needs to just say Tucson, AZ and J Jameson. Oops. Make the change. Ask if there are any other changes. Nope. Looks good. Resubmit. It finally goes through. 2 weeks later, I travel from Phoenix to Tucson and need to be reimbursed for gas. I pull out the final version that finally went through last time, just 2 weeks ago. After all the changes, I change nothing except the date, time and attach the new gas receipt. A day later, I get an email. Oh hey, here you put Tucson, AZ but now it just needs to say Tucson. Oh hey, here you put Phoenix but you didn't include the zip. Oh hey, here you put JJ Jameson but it needs to say JJ Jameson Jr. ESQ. Oh hey, here you put that it's 113 miles but we decided to start rounding to the nearest 5 so it should 115 miles. Oh hey, here you put 115 miles but an hour ago we decided it needs to be rounded to the nearest 10,000th of a mile. Oh hey, we decided to do away with zip codes on these forms. Every single time. Do this task. What do you need? I need 30 computers and 20 USB 3 flash drives. Here's 15 computers and 7 USB 2 flash drives. What? I need 30. Where's the other 15? And these flash drives won't do. The system won't even work with those. Budget cuts. Sorry. Later. How's this task going along? Everything is set to go, but as is it won't fulfill the task. What's keeping you from doing the task? I need 15 more computers and 20 USB 3 flash drives. Okay, we'll order more ASAP. They'll be here in 2 years. Make sure everything's running by September though. Are things like this everywhere or is it just at my job? Being scheduled on basically every day I was supposed to have off. I'm not even supposed to be here today. I have a vendor who gives me the same answer every day that I email him. Let me check and get back to you. His shipment has slipped by over 2 months at this point and it's driving me nuts. He's doing the same thing to other people in my office on other projects. He's on a quick list to be blacklisted, but unfortunately, the clients love his stuff. Edit. Furniture. He sells furniture. Why does everyone think it's drugs? A third party keeps insisting that an individual worked for my company. They did not. We have searched everywhere. We have punched in every variation of their name, birthday, social security number into our system. Dude didn't work here. And well, this other woman says he did isn't an argument. ETA. As much as I appreciate all the replies, this is not my first rodeo as an attorney, and I wouldn't be complaining if this had a simple fix like tell them to fuck off or stop replying. Bar manager and 20% of the staff quit. Owner hasn't hired anyone. It's been 3 months. No one can take unexpected days off or call in sick and inventory is at an all-time low, except the kegs. So many kegs, we keep running out of fucking everything. I, and others, have offered to help over the summer and nothing has come of it. The restaurant is expanding and we need more employees, but my boss is too focused on having us dust during construction, replacing glassware with crystal, and setting up public accessible training courses to bother with actual management. Oh, and communication is non-existent, so I regularly show up to work and have no idea where shit is or what the new procedures are. It's my boss's birthday. Not a lot of folks respect her. I'm new to the department and was asked by Don to collect money on Friday to get her flowers. He was going to bake a cake and bring it in. He was sick yesterday so didn't come to work. I collected a measly $19 from others. Awkward af because no one even likes her. Topped it up with my own 10 to get a decent bunch of flowers. Bought yesterday evening and brought in this AM. Don is in and says I couldn't find the money you collected. Do you have it? I said I used it yesterday to buy the flowers. Wasn't that the plan? He replies with an attitude. Well, number. I ask why it matters and he says well I couldn't bake the cake because I was sick so I don't know what we're going to do now if the money's used up. We can't get a cake now. Another girl nicely chimes in that she will run out and grab a cake and don't worry Don, it's all fine. Don's a snippy guy so I don't bother asking him how I was to know he's too ridiculous to go get a cake himself. Others are running around asking me if I've seen the money because apparently Don's making it well known that I was supposed to collect money but no one has seen the envelope. Obviously, I took it yesterday. Then I have to explain that I used all the money so I look stupid. Keep throwing in that I was doing exactly as was asked of me, but Jesus Christ Don, would it kill you to communicate your change of plans to people? I work with a woman who CCs her boss on all emails. Her boss follows up on all of the emails 5-10 minutes later. They looks like this. Woman: hey Ganglebert, we're starting this new thing so can you send us X, Y and Z when you have a chance? Thanks. Her boss. 5 minutes later. Ganglebert, as per woman's initial request, we need these things to move forward. In our previous meeting on the 4th of May, at 2 PM you indicated you could send these to us. I ask you to please send these along ASAP as our initiative depends on good information. Please confirm receipt and indicate when we can expect these documents. Fuck, this brings back flashbacks. I had a dude that got a promotion into my depth that I applied for but didn't get. Because the guy knows absolutely nothing how things work, I agree to take on some of his responsibilities and show him the ropes until he is comfortable enough to take on the job himself. The dude fucks up one day on a report and pisses off management. He sends a fucking email to me CCing my boss and his boss and some other people who didn't even need to be on it, trying to put the blame on me and calling me out, making me look bad. I unleashed a shitstorm on this guy, but I didn't CC everyone because it's fucking stupid. The dude ended up apologizing to me in person and just said it was his fault and he got mad because management was shitting all over him. I just told him if you had an issue with something come to me. No reason to put me on blast like that and make me look bad for no reason. LOL, sorry for the rant. But that's what your story reminded me of. Fuck, I hate people who CC for no fucking reason. I handed in my notice at work and my boss suddenly stopped talking to me. LOL. I handed in mine because they treat me like a punching bag and now they are being nice and chill about everything like they are my best friend. Should have just been that way to begin with, you idiots. Me too. My boss has been so nice lately, but why weren't you like this the past 2 years? Now he's asking me to stay because everyone is quitting, lol. Nah, I'm good. I don't even have a job lined up, but I just know I gotta get out of there. Girlfriend took the time off in advance to see a best friend she hasn't seen in 2 years for literally 1 day. Work is currently telling her that they're scheduling a mandatory employee meeting everyone needs to go to or else you get fired. Keep in mind there is barely anything important that ever gets announced at these. Boss doesn't understand how time works. I had a boss once come to me and say, "Stop what you're doing. Nothing else matters. Focus 100% of your time on this." So I did. The next week he comes to me again and says the same thing. Literally word for word. I remind him that I'm not finished the super important thing from last week and he says it doesn't matter. The new thing is important. Put 100% of my time on it. The following week he comes to me and asks me if I finished the first task. No, I say, I stopped working on it to work on the new task. But, he says, I told you to work on it 100%. I said, you want me to work 100% on task A and 100% on task B? Yes, he did. Not 50/50, 100/100. He didn't understand time. 2 of my co-workers were promoted out of the department and no one was hired to replace them, leaving me to do the work of 3 people, minimum. Upon expressing that my own hours weren't enough time to get the work done, even with overtime, I was told, you have to get it done. If you can't get it done, it means we'll have to find someone else who will. Robot. What you're looking for is a robot willing to work 24/7 for a barely living wage. Got it. Glad to know the company values my mental health.